What's up, guys? Welcome to today's video where I'm going to talk to you about the real game changer from ICAST. Hey guys, I'm Chad Hoover with Kayak Bass Fishing. If you're looking to get in on the exciting sport of kayak fishing yourself, check out kayakbassfishing.com. Yeah! Boom! Oh yes!
What a freaking code.
So whether you want to find out more about competitive kayak fishing and kayak fishing tournaments, or just looking to learn more to make yourself a better angler, head over to kayakbassfishing.com and join today. All right, so a lot of you guys are saying, hold up, dude. Didn't you already do the video on the game changer from ICAST? You can't pick again just because people disagree with you. And the answer to that question is yes, I did. And no, I'm not backpedaling. In fact, we call that crawfishing where I'm from, and I'm not a big fan of it. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to explain to you why I picked the Hobie Lynx, and I'm going to talk to you about what you didn't hear in that video that you should have if you're talking about having a discussion about game changer. First and foremost, game changer doesn't happen like that. Secondly, a game changer is something that, well, it changes the game. And the only thing that wins that argument is freaking time. Okay, so we can refer back to this video in a year or 2 years or 5 years or 10 years. But I gotta say, as a guy that's been around this industry for a long time, for those of you that are new to the channel, are asking yourself, who are you to anoint yourself the person to declare something a game changer? Well, I've been around the game for a minute. In fact, I've actually helped develop many of the game-changing things that are out there, so I can spot a trend. I know when a trend is coming, and I know what's about to happen. It's not a calibrated crystal ball. I've just been there, done that. I've earned these gray hairs in this beard, guys. I know this industry because I live it every day, all day, half the night. So if you listen between the lines in the video where I call the Hobie Lynx the game changer, actually, you don't have to listen between the lines. I came out and said it. I said I was torn between the iTrek and the Lynx. The iTrek and the Lynx. And there's two reasons for that. I'm going to break it down for you right now. These are two big reasons why the Hobie Lynx and what Hobie's doing is going to achieve game changer status in kayak fishing. First and foremost, Hobie's already done it. Okay, they did it with the Mirage drive. They did it again with the 360, in my opinion, even though that thing still got some kinks to work out, because it changed the game. They made people make pedal drives. There were no pedal drives before them. Now everybody's got a pedal drive. That's how you define game changer. For you knuckleheads out there that like to jump in on comments and don't know what you're talking about, that's what a game changer is. It means you change the game. It's not like every time you anoint somebody the GOAT of something when they've done one thing, you know, the greatest of all time. So let me break this down for you. Here is why the Hobie Lynx and potentially the iTrek, but more importantly, the combination of those two is game changing, okay? If you listen between the lines, I wasn't 100% calling that boat, that specific design, a game changer. What I was talking about is Hobie is going the other direction from almost every other manufacturer in the game. They're going lighter. They're changing manufacturing techniques. If you paid attention to what's going on right now, there's a huge shortage in the industry. Why is there a huge shortage? Supply chain issues. So Hobie's also addressed that and said, maybe we shouldn't put all of our eggs in one basket with polyethylene and rotomolded boats, because if we have a crisis like this again, we're screwed, just like half the country is screwed right now trying to make things that are dependent on that particular product. So even though Hobie's done this in the past with the inflatable series, now they're doubling down on it because they had a inflatable boat. Now they are going to have an inflatable series, an iTrek 9, an 11, a 12, a 4-person tandem, quadruple, whatever you want to call it. But they're going lighter, okay? They're going lighter, and they're diversifying their manufacturing. They're basically saying, we're going to go the other direction. We were probably responsible for the no, they were 100% responsible for why kayaks are as heavy as they are now. They made the pro angler, and then all the other industry folks started saying, we got to make bigger, more stable, more riggable, more fishable, more little boats. So it's cool that they're the ones leading the charge in the other direction. There needs to be lightweight. There needs to be range. There needs to be different manufacturing techniques. And so then a lot of you knuckleheads also chimed in and said, oh, thermoform's nothing new. It's not thermoform. It's thermoform is in the process. It's ACE, okay? Thermoform is great. But if thermoform was the answer, then everybody would have knocked Pelican off 20 years ago, but nobody's knocked Pelican off because it's not the answer. In fact, Pelican bought Wilderness Systems, bought Confluence, and if thermoform was the answer, then all your Wilderness Systems boats would now be thermoform. So it's obvious it's not the answer. It's not durable enough for a lot of weight. It's not durable enough for a lot of abuse. But this ACE concept is durable enough. That foam core concept makes it more durable. And Hobie is going to lead the charge in alternative manufacturing. When Royal X came out in canoe manufacturing, it changed the game fundamentally. Remember the old Grumman and the old other aluminum canoes? Well, when Royal X came around, it changed the canoe game. Okay, so this is why I said it's a game changer, what Hobie did with the Hobie Lynx. I said it in the video for those that wanted to tune in and actually hear instead of waiting to hear something you could contradict. That's the tendency these days. So I want you to listen to me, and I want you to listen good. If I take the time to call something a game changer, it's a game changer. I'm not putting this big old head out there and this reputation that I've worked my butt off to accomplish for clicks or views. I don't have a relationship with Hobie, okay? I'm not sponsored by Hobie. I don't have anything other than to say, as a guy that's an industry expert, and I can say that, I can identify a trend because I've been around and I've helped make some of them happen. I put tracks on the first kayak. Now every kayak's got a track. So I know a little bit about game changing. I know a little bit about trending. And I'm only fired up because I want you knuckleheads to listen, okay, instead of talk in a lot of cases. So for the folks out there that are answering videos before the video's finished playing, thank you for the comment. But do me a favor and listen a little more, okay? Here's the game-changing concept. Boats, or the pendulum, has got to swing back the other direction in weight. Not everybody can move. In fact, I bought a Hobie Pro Angler this year, and I talked myself out of using it a lot because it's so heavy and it's so hard to move. The wow factor, the weight on the water of that thing is amazing. Once you get it out there, that boat is bad to the bone. But it's getting it there sometimes. That's the problem. So I love the fact that the top run rudder is going to be made popular. Did Hobie invent it? No. Is Hobie going to popularize it? Absolutely. If Pelican thermoforming boats was going to make that mainstream, it would have already happened. Pelican sells more kayaks than anybody in the world. So if that was the key, then it would have already happened. But when Hobie does it, and everybody's following Hobie, it will game change, okay? It will change the game. Now, we can argue till we're blue in the face. The only thing that's gonna make me right and you wrong, or you right and me wrong, is time. So let's reserve judgment a little bit, but let's have the conversation on the terms of the conversation. What is the game-changing thing that happened with that boat? Well, they made it lighter. 2, they explored other manufacturing techniques and said, what are the shortcomings of thermoform that we can reinforce and that we can make better, and so we can make better boats. Now down the road, are those boats going to be cheaper? Probably, because if you can perfect that process and you can buy that product in larger bulk, you can bring the price down. Rotomolding is rotomolding. There's a lot of cost that goes into it. People say, oh, it's just plastic. No, it's plastic and molds and heat, and you can't change all of that as easily as you can something that is thermoformed. You can build molds a lot cheaper. You can change the hull and you can change the deck, different, separate. You can't do that with regular rotomolded kayaks. So when I say something's a game changer, and I say in the beginning of the video, I never say this, you probably should take a little bit more time to listen to what I'm saying. And again, I'm not breaking my arm, patting myself on the back in this video. What I am doing is saying, listen to what I'm saying here. Hobie is about to change the game again because they're going lighter. And not only are they considering the ACE construction for an alternative manufacturing process, but they're also doing it with inflatable. I personally think inflatable is going to be a big player in the future. I think inflatable is going to have some significant improvements, innovations. In fact, I've got a design that I'm working on that I think will be a game changer, but that will be held for a future argument or discussion. Discussion, guys. Let's not have arguments. Let's have discussions. So do me a favor. Now that you've heard my justification, go back and watch that other video on Game Changer. Listen to what I was truly saying. And now that I've made the point, now chime in and comment below and tell me, do you think Hobie's going to change the game, or do you think that this is going to be an experiment that falls flat on its face? Because if it's an experiment that falls flat on its face, it's not a game changer. But if Hobie continues to manufacture this way and they diversify their product line and the pendulum swings back towards lighter boats and other manufacturers follow suit, I hate to break it down to you guys, but that is what makes a game changer.